how do you stop artists from running every time you tell them the price? And so a problem that a lot of producers have is they may be talking to an artist and, you know, let's say on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, and then the artist seems interested in purchasing a beat from it. They seem like, hey, oh yeah, I need some beats, you know, yada, yada, yada. And then when you hit them with the link to go buy, they disappear and they don't never purchase nothing, and then they stop responding to you, and it's almost like they never existed, right? So it's like, well, what's up with that? Like, how do you avoid that from happening? So I'm gonna give you some real talk about why that could be happening to you and how to avoid that, and if it is happening to you, how to minimize it from happening again. So first off, we got to deal with the science, right? We got to deal with the mind science, the energetic science first. So, you know, just in business, that's going to happen, right? Prospects are going to run when they see price, or they're going to seem interested. You get what I mean? So they're going to seem like they're ready. And so that's going to happen, I say, about 20% of the time, right? 20% of the time, people just disappear after price. But if you're finding it happening more than 20%, so that means out of 10 people, artists you talk to, about 2 of them should run from you and disappear, right? On average, that's about, you know, 80-20 rule. As long as only 2 of them are doing that, you're fine. But the problem becomes when 6 of them out of 10, or 7, or even 8 out of 10, or 10 out of 10 seem interested, and then they disappear once you give them the link to purchase. So if that's happening to you, there's first of all the energetic level of it. We're gonna get to the physical level. Energetic level of it is, that's probably the way your motherfucking ass is. So anytime you see something reoccurring over 80% of the time in your life and in your business dealings, it's probably because it's something to do with how you are, and you're attracting people that are like you. And I know half you motherfucking producers are like that, because y'all be hitting me up, and then I hit you with a link, and I don't hit back from your ass. And then you go cry, be like, man, I've been hitting up artists when you doing the same shit to people. So the first thing is, are you doing that to other businesses and other people, right, on a consistent basis? So if that's the case, you just attracting to you what you doing to other motherfuckers. So it ain't that hard to understand. I mean, it boggles my mind, because like I said, you know, we get about 20% of the producers. I'll say, hey, y'all, text me. Let's do some things, do some promotions. Text me, and then they'll hit me up. Oh, yeah, I'm interested. And as soon as I hit them with a link, they disappear, right? And that's what's even crazy, because you actually talking to the man himself, and you still disappear. So if you do that to other people, then you don't be surprised that your business ain't shit and they do that to you, because that's your energy, right? So that's if it's happening to you like 80% of the time. That means that's your energy, that's who you are, and what you're doing. You need to change yourself. You need to become your ideal client. I didn't make that up. I learned that from a course that I took, a $2,000 course I took, and it said you got to become your ideal client. So you should be acting the way you want your ideal client to act. So I said, the way I want my ideal client to act, I want them to spin quick. I want them to just jump into it, take action, know it's for them. Not doing all this hesitation and all that kind of stuff. So I quit doing that to other businesses. I make my decision quick. And if I don't want it, I'll tell you. I'm not going to run and hide and disappear and then stop responding and all that type of old goofy stuff, right? That people do. Instead, if I don't want it, I say, no, I don't want it. Thank you. If I want it, I'll get it right there. I'm not indecisive. I'm not going to run and be like, okay, I'm going to ignore you and all that kind of stuff. I don't want this shit, okay? Because that's the type of client I like. Hey, I just don't want it. Okay, cool. I ain't going to lead nobody on. I'm not going to pretend that I want the shit and then see if you doing that in your life. Just look in your daily life. When you see a salesperson, are you sitting there talking to them and pretending, knowing you don't want the shit? I said, tell you, I don't want it. Don't talk to me. I'm done. I'm not going to lead you on. And people take offense to that a lot of times because of the way I am. They'll be like, yo, a salesperson will walk up to me and be ready to pitch this. I'll be like, bruh, don't even open your mouth to say that because I don't want it. It'd be them charity people that want to get you for these different programs outside of the Ralphs, outside of the supermarket. They, hey, how you doing? Don't even come over here with that shit, because I know I'm not gonna pay you no money. I'm not gonna give you nothing. So I'm not gonna waste your time, because there's probably people out there that want what you got to offer. So we'll give it to them. And on the flip side, it'd be people stuff that I like. Oh, I do want that. They come up to me. I'm like, give it to me. I don't want to hear you. I don't need your pitch. I don't need nothing. I want it. Here go the bread. Give it to me, because that's the type of client I want to have. I want people in my business to do this. I want my clients to do the same thing to me in my business. I want that type of. I want them to just be like, yo, I want it, right? And then if they don't want it, I don't want them to lead me on and lead on my salespeople and stuff like that. So first of all, you need to become your client. So make sure you're not doing that in your daily life, right? So that's if you're generally over, 80%, 70%. If it's happening to you over and over and over again, because it happens to everybody in business, like I said, but it shouldn't be over 20%, 30% at the most, right? That's the energetic level. So let's say you like, well, now I'm not doing that to other people, now it's happening, but how do I minimize it from happening? So the second thing, that will cause artists to do that, and this is just real, honest, raw truth. Maybe they just don't want to beat your beats. They don't like your shit, okay? And it's the hardest thing for music producers to accept, that maybe your shit is trash and you need to up your beat game, right? Maybe they just like, you talked a good game. They were nice people. They were looking for beats. You talk a good game. They're like, oh, I'm feeling your vibe. And they go hear your beats and go, oh, this shit is trash. And they just don't want to, they feel embarrassed to tell you. They don't want to tell you, like, oh, man, that shit was whack. So they just like disappear on you, right? So you got to make sure your beat game is up to par. They may not just want your beats. They may feel, it may not even necessarily be that it's trash, but a lot of times it is because it ain't up to par yet, because a lot of producers out there not studying, they're not practicing, you know what I'm saying? They're not upping their game. They beats are stuck in 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I know, because I own the community. So I see where your beats is at. How your beats should always be getting better and better because you studying. Producers don't study. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be, I'm listening to all y'all beats. Every top producer on the internet, I listen to their entire catalog. I know all they beats because I'm like, these guys is top guys. They sell it on the internet. Then the top guys in the industry, I go to their catalogs. Then I even go on Apple Music. They got the playlist of different producers. I go on there and just listen to their catalog and just studying how they doing their music, how the beat sound. Go on the top Billboard 20, the top 20 charts, and listening to the music that's up there. Even if I don't like all the music, I'm listening to see what's people are digesting, what's hot right now. Most producers ain't even studying. They get stuck in their own little way of making beats when they started. And then that's the beats. Then they just stick with that. So maybe the beats is not up to par, right? So that's one of the reasons that they may disappear on you. Now, let's say your beats are up to par, right? So your beats is up to par. You're not doing that to people. So we check off those. So what is it that causes them to do that? Well, it may not have the money. So you're talking, and so this is where understanding prospecting, right, and understanding your client avatar comes in. See, most of the time, you don't have a set avatar. That means like a set client that you're going after. So you're just going after everybody that may want beats. And so you're not looking to see, okay, is this person fit my criteria of who I'm looking for as a client? Because a lot of times you can look at their profile and see they somebody that's playing games and they ain't about their business. And so you hitting them up talking about, and they gassing you up. Because the one thing that I know for a fact is anybody that's super broke, that's trying to rap or do music and they ain't got the money, they gonna gas you up with their mouth, right? And that's almost a rule of business in general. People that ain't got money got a lot of mouth. That means that whenever I do sales calls, and I would do sales calls, especially back in the day when I was heavy on the sales calls, the people that had all the mouth, oh yeah, man, I'm excited, let's do it, yeah. Oh man, yeah, I love what you're saying, yeah. When it came time to the money, had the money. And the people that was more like reserved, like, well, okay, let's see, okay, all right, that sounds good. And it came to the money, let's do it. So the people that's always excited, all overly mouthy and overly interested in what you're doing, overly excited, they probably don't have no money to pay for what you're doing. And again, that comes with experience. That's game I'm giving you. People that got a lot of mouth generally don't have a lot of money. And by mouth, I mean that they talking a good game in terms of, gassing you up when you're trying to sell them something. So you trying to sell them your beats, they gassing you up, right? Oh yeah, that ain't nothing. And you say price, $500. Oh yeah, that ain't nothing, man. Yeah. Oh, that's a good price. Yada, 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 right? Those people who do that generally, like I said, don't have the money to buy what you're trying to sell them. So they don't have the money to buy the beats that you're trying to sell them. And so you got to pick you got to be looking to see if you're going to be doing hand to hand like that and actually, talking to the person to get them to buy something, you want to make sure they're qualified. You know what I'm saying? They're a qualified person, a qualified artist that really could spend some money with you. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's the next thing is make sure you're dealing with qualified prospects. If you're dealing with somebody that's sitting there asking for free beats You know what I'm saying? Got posts talking about, hey, hey man, I don't buy beats, man. It's free beat. I only want free beats, man. Something like that. And then you sitting there trying to sell them beats. I mean, that's on you. You got to be intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So you got to prospect. Now, one of the secrets that I do is I always, I write down exactly the client that I want to attract. You know what I'm saying? I use law of attraction. Maybe you don't believe in that, but I do. You know what I'm saying? So I write down specifically who I'm looking for. And then it seems like not only do they attract them like on some attraction, but also like it seems to narrow my focus to where I seem to see those people. So like if you have a focus and you have a sea of people, right, and you put your mind on a certain attribute, you'll notice that attribute amongst all the people. So it's a certain attribute. So that's why it's important for you to know the attributes of the people that you want to work with. And when I do hand-to-hand anything, I want to work with people that's going to spend some money. Like, I'm not trying to talk to you till you can buy a $30 beat. That's a waste of my time and a waste of my energy. Go to the beat site and just buy that shit. What am I going to sit there and talk to you for $30 for? Let's make some real business moves. Spend $3,500 with me. You understand what I'm saying? Spend $3,500 and let's make some real moves, man. Let's make some beats. Let's buy some beats, buy some lyrics to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Let's put some real money behind your project. That's what I'm talking about. If we ain't doing that, then what we talking about? $30? I'm gonna sit here and go back and forth with you for $30? Come on, man. And people that's trying to, that's on that $30 level, those are the ones who stay disappearing because they ain't doing nothing important, but yapping their mouth. So that's them. Now, the next level, after that level, right? Let's say you're talking to people that are qualified. And you're like, okay, I know they qualified. I know they out here buying beats. And I know I got some good shit. They like my stuff, but they're disappearing. Well, the main thing you got to remember is that people are busy. And as a business and as a music production business, your job is to keep reaching out to them. So a lot of times people feel like, man, I'm bugging. I don't want to bug people. And in business, it's the weirdest thing because you should really have the exact opposite mindset. I'm trying to bug the shit out of you till you make a decision, either yes or no. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like there's people who are going to say yes, people who are going to say no. Then you got all these people on the fence. So if you're on the fence, I'm going to keep coming at you until you say, you know what? I don't want nothing you got. You see, now I'm not going to do it in a way that's tacky where I'm not going to hit you up 50 times a day. That's thirsty. But I'm going to do it in an eloquent way. I'm going to hit you up. Hey, what's going on? Hey, I just wanted to reach out and let you know what's going on. We talked about it. Are you serious? What's going on? No response. Okay, maybe like a couple days later. Hey, man, I'm just following up. If you still want that beat, I might have to end up selling that. You know what I mean? Then I follow up, maybe the next day, like, hey, man, listen. Then, if I do that and I'm hand to hand with somebody, by that fifth hit up, if they ignore me, then I'm gonna get mad. See, I'm a different type of person. I get mad and I'm gonna just say, call you out on your bullshit. Like, hey man, you should have just told me you was full of shit from the beginning. You understand? And then I would have not wasted my time. You a bullshitting person. You've been bullshitting your whole life, and you came in and bullshitted me, and I'm not trying to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste my time no more. And I'm going to block your ass. See, that's the way I deal with stuff because I'm going to be honest with you because now you done pissed me off because you done played with me. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes those people become my best customers. I know it's like reverse psychology. You think they're going to get mad and then be like, man, F you. But usually those people be like, man, you know what? You right, man. I'm sorry about that, man. Let's do this. But but that's my personality in general. So you know what I'm saying? It comes off as authentic. You see what I'm saying? So the key is that you got to make sure that it's authentic to your presentation. But the whole point of that is don't be afraid to follow up. A lot of producers, they so afraid that, they're going to bug people. You don't want to email people enough. You got an email list with artists on it and you hitting them up once a week or once every other week because you're like, man, I don't want to bug people. Like, then what are you in business for? The business that all we do is bug people about buying our shit. That's the point of a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, how you in business telling you want to bug people? Make no sense. So you hitting them up twice, you know what I'm saying, a month. You hit them up 4-5 times a week. Oh well, if they don't want it, they're gonna ignore you or they're gonna unsubscribe. But at least they're gonna make a decision. Like I said, don't be a goofball and hit them up like 10 times a day. But 3-4 times a week. What's up? And give them something valuable, man. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is sometimes you got to follow up. Don't just, if they don't answer back the first time, then follow up with them. You know what I'm saying? And then after a while, you know, like I said, I'm gonna give them that last one that's gonna be nasty and just tell them about themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then maybe that last one, they gonna answer back. You know what I'm saying? They gonna answer back because they you know, you really and you in the right and they in the wrong, because they shouldn't have played with you like that and wasted your time if they really wasn't serious. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of my methods. You know what I'm saying? To when it's time to you know, get them to really hit that keypad and respond. Now, I'm gonna give you the another method. Now, this is the layer underneath. Let's say they're not playing and none of that type of stuff, and now you're like, okay, well, you're dealing with a real client, real prospect. They may be on the fence. You see what I'm saying? And they wasn't BSing you. So now we at the bottom layer, right? So this is someone who really would spend money with you, but they really not spending it right away. So now at this level is the lack of urgency. Okay, so the lack of urgency is the fact that there's no reason to buy now. You get what I'm saying? So they thinking, hey man, I'll buy this next week. And then what happens is, once we say we're gonna buy something next week, when by next week we done forgot about it, because we done ran into about 100 different life situations that we ain't gonna remember buying this beat. We ain't gonna remember how excited we was when we heard it. So that's the other thing, is the urgency. So one of the things that I do and that I have my clients do that works really well is, when you tell a person to purchase a beat, you tell them that it's a deadline. Like, hey, I can give it to you for this price, but the price is gonna go up if you wait. So what I do is, it'll look like this. It'll be like, hey man, the price on the site is, you know, and I'll boost the price up too, you know. So I bet the price on the site is like $700. You know what I'm saying? But since I'm talking to you right now, I can shoot to you for the $5, you know, at a discount, you know, 20% off, but you know, only for right now. If you don't get it today, then you know, you just have to pay the full price. That's one method. Another method is like, hey man, you know, I got somebody right now that's interested in that beat as well. So, you know, we'll see if they pay for it, and they get the exclusive. If they put down, they said they're gonna put down on it. So if they really do it, then that beat is gonna be unavailable. You know what I'm saying? I can't hold it for you. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get it right now, to make sure that you know it's gonna still be available, because other person, and you'll see that happen a lot in like real estate. They do that all the time in real estate. You know what I'm saying? Like if you trying to go lease an apartment or something, they'll be like, oh yeah, we got 2 people already that saw this. You know what I'm saying? And that's putting the bid in. So you see that method in real estate a lot. You know what I'm saying? So you'll use that same method. It's like, hey, I only got one of these beats. I got 2 or 3 other people already saying they trying to get that joint off me. So, you know, it's whoever pay first. You see what I'm saying? And so now you put that urgency in there, so they have to purchase now. Another method is so we did price urgency. That's where you say you're gonna get it for the price only because you're talking to me and I can hook you up. I'm the owner, you know what I'm saying? But after that, you gotta get it the price that's on the site. You got the urgency of somebody else may get it before you get it, you know, so that's dealing with loss. You know, like, oh, you losing because you lost out on the opportunity. And then another thing you can do, if it's a money issue, is have them put down a percentage to hold the beat. So if it really is a money issue, like, hey man, you know, I ain't got the bread right now, you know what I'm saying, but I'll have it on Tuesday. If it's that type of situation, then you go, okay, well just put down a down payment so I can hold it for you. Otherwise, I gotta let somebody else get it. So I'll hold it for you. Put down $100. If it's $500, you know, and if it's just a lease, like I said, if they ain't spending $30 on a lease, then they playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got $30, so I'm talking in terms of people making real moves. Like, okay, let's spend $500, spend $1,000, spend $3,000, you know, or at least $200 or $300. Like if somebody's like playing, like you tell them you ain't got $20 to put out on the beat and you got to wait till Friday, like $20. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you in 3rd grade? I mean, $20 you can't even. I mean, working at McDonald's now is like $12.50 an hour, and that's $2 for work at McDonald's. So I mean, you tell me you can't invest $20 in your business as an artist, then you shouldn't even be doing this thing. I can't even take nobody serious and say they ain't got $20. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't got $20 right now, you'll have it. You can go ask somebody for $20. You can go to the corner and beg. They give you $20 in 2 hours. You can make $20. I mean, you know what I'm saying? $20 don't go very far now. So that's what I'm saying. Like if it's that type of stuff, I wouldn't even spend my time following up nobody for $20. That don't even make sense to me. Or I wouldn't even waste that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you using all that energy to get $20 from somebody. So like I said, I skip that part of it. Well, otherwise, you know what I mean, you gotta You gotta create that urgency for them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them a reason to buy now, because people will put it off, man. We procrastinators. You know what I'm saying? And then the longer that they wait, the energy of excitement that they have for the beat wears off. So if they heard a beat and they was excited and they're like, yo, let's say they hit you up and was like, hey man, I love this beat right here. Well, you gotta close that deal, because the more they listen to that beat, just like music, the less inspired they get. So you gotta create urgency. You gotta get that bread right away. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this business, because, you know, the more you hear something, the ear fatigue sets in, and the less inspired you are by it with music. So by the 100th time they played the joint, they not as inspired no more. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to make sure and always create that urgency for them to buy now. So, anyways, man, I got one slot left right now. I just finished up with a client. So every time I finish with a client, opens up a slot. So you never really know until I'm finished with the client. So I just finished with another client for the Postman Mentorship, where I'll sit down and make with you one-on-one and create a $5,000 a month blueprint for selling your beats on the internet. And it's great for producers who, if you're not making nothing, you definitely need a blueprint. You know, it's like, it's crazy that a producer would literally try to build a house, right, with no blueprint. You would look at that person and say, are you insane? You're just putting bricks, you're wasting energy and time. Well, that's the same thing when you try to build your music production business with no blueprint. You know, without somebody to say, hey, look, man, the first thing a person does when they want to develop a property is go get an architect. Somebody know what the hell they're doing to create a blueprint for them. And you got a music production business, I can create a blueprint for you that's personalized and work with you one-on-one to help you get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing this for 12 years. So, you know, all the top producers, for the most part, came through me, learned from me. So you could be the next top producer on the internet. But I'll give you a blueprint that will get you to $5,000 per month, at least have a predictable and consistent income, and how to market and all that stuff. So if you're still hitting people up one-on-one and all that type of stuff, putting that effort out there, it means you don't have the right blueprint, and you ain't never going to get to where you're trying to get to doing what you're doing. Like, you got to see the insanity in that. You keep doing the same thing thinking that the result going to be different on this end. I mean, I don't understand why you do that, but I mean, that's what you do. Instead of just saying, you know what, Postman, you know what, show me the way. Give me a blueprint, coach me. I see the producers that work with you get results. You know what I'm saying? That work with you personally have results. So I don't know why you would just even waste any time, but you know, you ain't serious. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's just you be playing. You be lying to yourself and everybody else that you trying to make it. Me, I'm a person to do whatever it take. You know what I'm saying? That's all I've always been. Whatever I got to do, I got to get to that next level, right? So anyways, if you are interested in Postman Mentorship, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'll work with you one-on-one on the phone personally, and let's build a 5K blueprint and an action plan so you know exactly what to do to get to 5K per month with your music production business. It's that simple. And I'll listen to your beats and tell you if you need work on your beats, you need help, man. You can't do this shit on your own, man. Why do you think ain't no other entrepreneur think that they gonna create a business on their own, but a music producer that don't know shit about really business like that think that I'm gonna just create? You ain't got no fucking MBA. Like, you just gonna create a consistent music production business that's gonna sustain you and your family for years to come, and you don't have no clue. You just gonna look at some YouTube. I mean, it's insanity that. But why would you think that? When most businesses fail within the first 5 years, and you think, I mean, that's weird. You got somebody that's showing you how to do it, who created the blueprint for this. But, you know, that's on you, man. You know, I can't, you lead the water, drink. What they say, lead the horse to water, can't make them drink. You know what I'm saying? I can't make it drink. You know, so hopefully I can make you think. You know what I'm saying? So click down there. Anyway, I'll put the link down there. It's liveoffbeats.com/mentorship. I'll put the link in the description. If you're interested, man, let me build a blueprint for us. Work together so you can actually do it the right way, not waste no more time, no more energy, no more effort. And I'm going to show you how to easily get to 5K per month selling beats online in an automated way. So that way it's not a whole lot of effort and energy. You get what I'm saying? And when you do effort and energy, you want to get bigger deals. You don't want to do effort and energy to get $20. You want to do effort and energy so you can get $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $40,000 at a time, right? To do bigger deals. That's when you want to do, you know, one-on-one energy with an artist, not necessarily with an artist, but with a management, with a company, you know, with people who can do real projects for you. But anyways, that's Postman, liveoffbeats.com/mentorship. Love you. Peace.